Alright, we're back. Officially. Here and live. That was a really cool stream that Azono did. He's doing a great job. Yeah. And I'm actually inspired to up my own game. So that'll be something I work on this weekend. But before any of that, today is potentially skill building day. I know I'm streaming late, and I'm not a big fan of starting new things without everybody being available. So we'll see who joins. And if people join, then that's great. If not, then what I will use this stream/recording to do, I need to look here because no one's here yet. What I will do if nobody ends up showing up is for this recording/stream is I will go over the plans for the next few weeks and kind of flatten out all the details, figure out what I need to do. So looking into Twitch, looking into how to do everything, and just really taking the time to actually set this up to be a proper channel. Because right now it's very bare bones. There's not really anything there. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's what we're gonna do. For now though, while we're waiting on people, is I have and let me switch what we've got to screen share. So what we've got is, oh goodness. There we go. So this is the kind of stream schedule that I'm looking at posting on social medias. This will give an idea of what to expect. I do plan on streaming around the same time every day. And then of course there'll be announcements if streams won't be able to make it or if plans change. But the idea for now is for Monday and Friday to be Subnautica days. I'm not sure what to do with Tuesday yet. Wednesday will be the Spore game. So we're gonna play Spore. I can just leave it at Spore. There we go. And center it. There we go. Let me center all of these actually. Oh my goodness, never mind. Let me just do this. Bam, bam. Easy. And then I'll do the same thing over here. There we go, easy. Let me just put free space. Thursday, I do want to be skill building. So in this case, it will be learning to draw. I'm kind of debating, because unfortunately right now, a lot of this is hinging on my budget, and my budget is very small. So like I already have a lot of these games. I'm already able to play games. But when it comes to crafts and things like that, I either can't stream it because I don't have a very high quality laptop, or I can't do it because I don't have the materials to do it. So, for instance, one of the crafts I eventually want to do, I want to do like a sort of crafty thing with everybody, is soap making. And I don't have the materials for soap making. So that has to wait until I can afford it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. What we could do, actually. Now I'm thinking. What if instead of Tuesday or Thursday, we have skill build here. And center it. There we go. And just make that a little bit like that so that we can increase the size a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's... Just make it even 60. And move it over a tad. There we go. Now it's centered and good to go. So instead, we have skill build art on Tuesday. Thursday is a Subnautica day. And this is font 69.2. There we go. And center. Perfect. Centered. Good to go. So Subnautica Monday, Subnautica Thursday, Friday. Fun Fact Friday. Where we just learned something new that's going on. We info dump, we chat, we have a good time. That seems like it could be fun. Oh, this one is the one that's moving. There we go. Bring you over here. Stretch out. And then... Cool! That seems fun. Just until we are able to do more, this at least diversifies a little bit. Fun. Very, very fun. Oh, I had this timer going on the whole time. That's okay. I'm just gonna use the live stream timer. I had the opposite problem. I forgot to stop the timer. I'll just set today's to 1 hour. Go back to what we were doing before. There we go. You got 8 extra minutes. But today we're gonna jump back to 1 hour. So we got Subnautica Mondays, Skill Building Tuesdays, Spore Wednesdays, Subnautica Thursdays, and then Fun Fact Fridays. I don't like that. We'll come up with a better name later, I think. For now, this seems good enough. Move a couple of these around so that they're not as close to the words themselves. They highlight the word instead of... There we go. Cool. Cool. Can actually move this one over, move this here, and Control D. Move a tiny one right there. Cool. That looks good. That looks like a solid schedule. And then Saturdays will be something else. Probably just like a chatty Saturday. Yeah, that's what that'll be. So we'll do that. Someone is viewing. Hello. Hi, friend. I do not know who is here, but right now we are kind of going over the future for what to do for this channel until more people are here, and then we're either going to jump into skill building, which was the purpose of this stream, or we'll play Subnautica. We'll see. But for now, just figuring out what still needs to be done to enhance this channel, because now I actually have time to do it. So I'm going to be spending the next week building out those details so that by August, this will look so much better. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. I do have playlists pulled up here for when we do, if and when we do go into skill building. It absolutely will happen next week. This is next week's schedule. I will be posting this on Monday. Hi, King. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm trying to figure out what we do have. Fun Fact Friday. So that is going to be, like, we've got our skill building. So that is, we're all going to be learning how to draw together. And the Fun Fact Friday is more, we're going to learn about a topic together. So it may be just a hyperfixation somebody has. It may be that we watch a documentary together. But it's just a way to expand on the knowledge that we already have and learn more about the world that is around us in a way that's fun, in a way that engages the community, and yeah. So this is the official schedule for next week. This is what I'm going to be streaming, when I'm going to be streaming it. I'm going to be posting this schedule on Saturday on the Instagram so that it's easy to reference and it's right there. And this will be the template for every week after that. So once we get through Subnautica Below Zero, this will be Subnautica 2, and those days I'll be streaming Sub 2. Well, good. That means that part of the reason this channel exists is working, and that is actually very good and fun and exciting news. Because I would hate for people to come onto this channel or this stream and walk away just as they were. So whether that be that they are healed from something that was hurting, whether it be that they just have more joy, or they learn something, they make a new friend, whatever that may be, that is the goal. Like, the absolute best thing for this channel, and I do want to do this one day, is I would love to host an event, whether it be nationally, internationally, whatever it be, where people can come together and meet other people who know things that they do not, and make friends with the underlying purpose being that they learn from each other. So, like, it would be an event where people would even say the things that they're good at and the things they want to learn. Yeah, an IRL meetup. But they would write down everything that they want to teach others and everything that they want to learn, and then they sort of connect with other people who match. So, like, let's say somebody's really good at guitar and they want to learn photography. They could meet somebody who's really good at photography and wants to learn guitar. So then there's that, like, mutually beneficial relationship that already starts. Like, hey, you know something that I don't, I know something that you don't, let's help each other, and then a friendship is formed that way. So the fact that people are already starting to learn things is like, we're one step closer. So thank you. That's very encouraging. It is a distant dream. It is not something that I can do making just over minimum wage yet. But in the future, when I make $1 million, that is what I will prioritize. But yeah, the Fun Fact Friday is just that little step of we're all going to learn something new together. And if I need to do a huge deep dive into topics that nobody here understands so that we all learn something, then I will. And I have. But yeah. So that's kind of the idea, is just we all learn something a little new and we talk to each other about it. Hello, Azona, welcome. That is a lot of people. Hi. Welcome. You have inspired me to improve the visual quality of the channel, so that is what I am doing. Or that's what I was doing. And then a bunch of people joined. Hi guys. So initially the purpose of this stream was to be, thank you. The initial purpose of this stream was to learn how to draw together. I do have oh gosh, I'm so nervous now. Hello. I do have things already available. I do have playlists with tutorials already here. So I can throw some of these on. We can all grab some pens and papers together. I do have paper with me. Either that, or we can continue just kind of going through ways to improve this channel. And then this is, you guys can get a sneak peek, but this will be on the Instagram on, Flowers is a pro. Amazing. But yeah, this is going to be the stream for next week. This is the stream schedule for next week. And that's what I was talking to King about. But yeah, that's what's going on. Today's just kind of a more chill stream. I did wake up super late. Like, I started the stream before, and then I saw Zona was streaming, and I went and watched that. I woke up after I was supposed to start streaming. And so I hurried on here. My hair was a mess, and I'm like, oopsies, I should have been streaming. Hi. But everything worked out. So, raid! Oh, that's so fun. Oh my goodness. Overwhelmed. Ozono's stream is so fun. It was very fun to watch and be part of. So, I would absolutely do it again. Because I also don't get that chance often because of where I'm located. We kind of miss each other. So it was very cool to actually be part of the stream. So, yeah. Let me see how I can do this. There we go. I've streamed while I let my hair dye. That is so valid, though. Like, I don't dye my hair, but I would probably do the same thing. And I mean, there are multiple, like, a lot of the things here are things that I would like to do with other people, but are things that I would do anyway. For instance, this skill building, it's like, I would do that anyway. I would sit here and learn how to do art anyway, but it's so much better when you're doing it with other people. Same thing with what I'm calling Fun Fact Friday, but this name will probably change because that sounds a little too cheesy for me. Is like, I do deep dives into the most ridiculous topics. Like, I could go on a whole rant about the history and production of chocolate just because I have done that much research into it. But this stream will give all of us a chance to learn some new obscure facts together, or to watch a documentary together, or anything else of that sort. But this will give everybody a chance to kind of learn together and then have those obscure facts to tell other people, where it's like, did you know that chocolate originated in the Aztec Empire, and then after the Spanish raided, blah, 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 right? So, World's changing. That is the goal. World's changing for the better. But yeah, this is more just a chill stream where before the raid of 7 people, I was just gonna work out the channel details, but I can throw on some... Dude, actually though, like, the kid from Polar Express, that's... Like, people make fun of him, but, like, he did have some good information. He was a little bit on the spectrum, but, like, he did give very good information, especially given the fact that they were on a train, and that information did become necessary. So, like, it was good. It was good for him to be there, and you never know when that information might be useful. You might end up on a, yeah, he was very informed. You never know when the information might be useful to what you're doing. Chocolate was made in the southern part. Yeah. In the Aztecs. That was South America. The Aztec Empire. And then the Spanish raided the Aztecs, and it was actually pretty funny because they looted the entire Aztec. It was either, I'm pretty sure it was Aztec. I keep saying Aztec, and hold up. Is it Aztec or... Because I feel like... Yeah, it was Aztec. Okay, I thought so. But the Spanish raided, and all that they had valuable were their cacao beans. So Spain just took all the cacao beans back to Spain, and that is when the commercialization of chocolate really started, because then the nobles really liked the fact that this was a delicacy from abroad. And then they added sugar to it, and then more people liked it, and then it just became commercialized from there. So, yeah, it all started in South America, though. Go get some chocolate, dude. I'm actually making chocolate chip cookies. I have the dough chilling, and tomorrow morning I'm gonna throw them in the oven. I tried a couple new techniques. So I was watching somebody. This is why I want to do the Fun Fact Fridays, because I am that info dumb kid. No, you don't have any? No! Acid took them. Or, yeah, I think, yeah. Acid stole them. They're in the fridge. Alright, today's a very chatty day, which means I will boot up Subnautica so that we are still able to chat. Oh, you did? Oh, that's so funny. That is one of the things I need to do. Okay, I've been getting too many of those, and now... let me actually use one of the pieces of paper that I've got. I will add a bot to my stream to filter out... Okay. Add bot to stream. Cool. Make a Zono a mod. I have promised when I do modding to King first. I also don't know how to make people mods. That's the second thing I'll do. Make people mods. Yeah. That is something I absolutely need to do. But I will do research into that this weekend, because I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'll start back up on Monday. But throughout this weekend, I'll be looking into how to do all of this. Yes, I told you already! Once I start doing modding, you will be one of the mods. Was this not directly discussed? I thought it was. This might have been one of those I said it in my head and forgot to say it out loud things. That happens a lot. Also, If the room is dark, it is because the apartment that I currently live in, has no lights in the room. Like, I can't move my camera or it will never set right ever again. But the ceiling has no lights at all. Like, there's nothing to turn on. And I had one installed above, and then it was like, oh, you can recharge it, it's on a magnetic strip, and I was like, perfect, that's great. And then the magnetic strip fell off the ceiling. So, I am without a light for the foreseeable future. I'm gonna try to get one early to mid-August, but I'd call it a beige flag. I'd call it beige. Not exactly red, not exactly green. Somewhere in the middle. What am I doing here? Yes. Transporting goods. Maybe like Bangladesh. See, you understand. And then when those are blended together, it comes into like a beige. So it works out. I think he would make a good mod. He is also the OG, so gotta respect the OG.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yes, but I don't think he would.
I have determined the location of some important technology. I implore you to investigate.
I forgot you were here.
I do not know what we will find. I just know it is important.
Why is he British?
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Oh, fun. Dropping all of this off. I need you, not you. And I don't need any of these flares right now. There we go. Why am I missing a thing? What am I missing? Scanner. There we go. What do you guys think we'll find? What is the architect artifact that we're gonna find? The One Piece. It took them... I'm gonna do that so that there's some light. I have 3 monitors, luckily. So I just put a white screen up here. It took them not even 1,200 episodes to even begin to find the One Piece. And it takes 4 streams of Subnautica Below Zero for us to find it. Oh, there's gotta be a cave of some sort, right? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Air first. We're like, it's still taking them. Yeah, they're still going strong. Didn't they just end season 1 with however many episodes? 1100? It was like 1145, right? Oh, shoot. How do I get to that? Sir? That is insane, by the way, that it's not even done yet. That season 1 was 1100 episodes. How do you expect us to find that, architect? I am not seeing any sign of cave. Switch your category. Oh, so true. Thank you. Good point, good point, good point. Subnautica. Subnautica. Below 0. There we go. Chatting, gaming. So true. Thank you for that. Okay. Done. Did it. The one piece was the friends we made along the way. What is that? Hello? I am very uncomfortable with the energy we've created in the studio today. What is that? Frost anemone. That is beautiful. That is a beautiful plant. Luna! Hello! How are you? Welcome to stream. Where is close, but yet is so far. Good! We had a bunch of new people join today. So there are more people than normal, which is super exciting. Did you have anything fun happen today, Luna? Oh, I will check that out in a second. That looks promising. So tell me, has your hand healed completely? Completely? No. My x-ray to see if this thing has healed is not for another month. So there's quite a ways to go before healing completely. Architect artifact. If we go through these tunnels, do we get closer? We do. We do in fact get closer. How much closer do we get? These are cool. You heard that, dude? You heard him? Uh-uh. No! Uh-uh. No, sir. I'm lost. That way. Is there a way to... There we go. We're getting closer. Sea monkey egg. Got... Not really. Why not really? Thing!
You found is more than just an artifact. It will help me follow the traces my people left on this planet.
I'm glad it could help.
I know you would still prefer me to have a corporeal form of my own.
Well, yes.
If you continue searching, I may regain some of my connection to the network, piece by piece.
Interesting. We will look at what that says in a moment. But right now, we just need to get out of here. This was cool. That was a cool way to reveal lore. Doing this whole cave exploration thing was really cool. What is this? Brother! Why? Did it stay marked? It did not stay marked. Is there anything here? No. We go back to base now. Databank, research. Water analysis station. The chemical components and properties of water samples. Testing for levels of Corybacterium in the water. Spectroscopic analysis. Experimental application of light, heat, or chemical compounds. Okay, so kind of like a mass spectrometer. Cool. Okay. You're good. You're good. All you did was take some lead. You're fine.
The
Give
sea
me.
monkeys have changed their tune.
Give me. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Bye-bye. Yeah, Luna, how was your day? I know you said that nothing interesting or fun happened, but... Surely there was some point of note? How was your day? Not you. Base. We go back to base. Away from him. But you got it turned off. I got Whisper turned off? What the heck is Whisper? I will look into that this weekend. I don't know what Whisper is. Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what Whisper is. If it's turned off, it's by default. Silver. Silver. All turned around. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that big boy. Look at him. What a good guy. You new to this entire Twitch thing? Yes. I don't think you understand. I was not joking when I said I have no idea how Twitch works. I've never done Twitch. I've never watched a stream. I've never live streamed up until the point where I am sitting here right now. Everything I know is YouTube. Like, I know how to do YouTube live streams. I know how to do YouTube, all of that. I've sat in multiple YouTube live streams. Never done Twitch. Correct. The gift of the sea monkey.
The sea monkeys have changed their tune. Not only have they stopped stealing, they brought me something I actually needed. I may have to revise my opinion of them.
You did not need lead.
How do your people communicate if you are not networked?
What do you mean? We just talk to each other.
Do you not find that
We do not have need lead.
we exist as data? We are all aware of each other's thoughts and needs. Scientific endeavors are accomplished much more smoothly this way.
There's more to life than research, Alan. I can't lie. Work would go faster if I could read my colleagues' minds, but thoughts are private, and people have their own inner lives. People change and need space to think.
Space
Sea
helps
monkey.
you think. I find that being separated from my network is very quiet.
What do you mean by quiet?
There's
Imagine
green.
1,000 strings, each playing its own range of notes.
I've never streamed before, but I watched some channels. Yeah, no, I didn't even watch channels.
Builds harmony,
I don't know a
a
thing.
continuous thrum in the background of existence. I am now a lone string.
Alright, Ozono, get some good sleep. I will see you later. Bye. Get some good rest. There it is. Quartz. Base piece. Scanner room. Nothing. Literally none of what I had. Okay. I did not need quartz. I needed titanium. Copper. Table coral. Interesting. On the hunt. But King, you are king. Are you forsaking your title for somebody else? Is somebody else the new king? Nope. No, 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 thank you. No, thank you. Ah! No, thank you. No, thank you. No, no, no. No, thank you. Not helpful. Okay, we have 2 copper, we have a table coral. And we just need 1 more gold, right? Yeah, we just need a gold. Chance of lead, chance of silver. Okay. I see his kingly ambition. Fair enough. Interesting. Is that metal salvage? It's a sea truck fragment. Okay. Something we are not in current need at this point of. What we need are gold, food. There we go. And what else do we need? Oh, you know what? I can make a compass. Let's do that. Compass! Come here. Yoink. Should probably build one of those, actually. Fabricator. Build a fabricator here for now. We need one more quartz. This thing is very helpful. Bro, do not you dare. Do not you dare. Just tell you what you're looking at. This thing? So what it does is it helps you find specific resources you're looking for. So like in this instance, I'm looking at quartz. And you see how there's a green dot pointing to the right? I can turn to the right. Now it's facing forward. And there's a quartz. So it shows me within a certain range where what I'm looking for is. Which then allows me to finish constructing that. And there we go. Did you just get this item? I got it either last stream or the stream before. But it's still pretty. What is that? That's a new recipe. That is not how synthetic fibers were made before. Back in my day. There we go. And then we jump over to personal, compass, boom. Oh, this is so much better! I can actually tell the directions of things now! Yay!
Vital signs stabilizing.
Actually, let me... I need to get more silver. Bro, one of these days I will... Once I learn how to draw, I will make emotes based on the reactions that I'm doing. But I cannot draw at this current point, so... Not yet. I don't even know what this is. Highly reactive compounds. Okay, so that's going to be important. Good to know. Actually, there is a teeny itty bitty bit of lore that I can give. So, obviously I am Phoenix, but the primary mascot of the channel, which is that blue phoenix, his name is Indigo. And he is going to be the primary reaction thing. So like a lot of the reactions are just going to be me drawing him. And with the Discord, that's going to be like the emote. It's going to be Indigo. It's going to be Indigo doing a bunch of things. And all of like the new follower, for instance, like I've got so many visions for what to do for this channel and none of the skill to do it. But like the animation I want to have for Indigo is he's running off to the side. What didn't hear which part. I said a lot of things. About Indigo. Indigo is the Phoenix. So this is not the right thing. This is not what I want. Indigo is the Phoenix that is on the profile photo. He is the Phoenix. He is the mascot. Yeah. So eventually I'm going to make a bunch of reaction images and everything else of Indigo. And it will be based on the face. And of course I might just freeze frame and use this face as some of them just because that would be funny. In my honest opinion. Why did I need this? For something. For battery charger. For battery charger. We need battery charger. Battery charger. Why can't you stand by the door? Amazing. Charge. We don't need the Pathfinder right now. Can I... Oh, on the battery. Duh. And flip there. No battery. Mineral detector's pretty low, so let's unload your battery. Just so that we can charge all of these up. Cool. And what do we need for a bioreactor? We need a regular wiring kit. We need one more silver for that. Cool. But yeah. All of that to say, I am very excited for adding new things and doing new things. Oh, I need the scanner. Scanner. And a lot of that's going to revolve around learning art, learning draw, learning how draw. Because as at the moment, no how draw. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. Okay, we're good. Lithium is always good. Yeah, I'm excited to draw Indigo. And to add some personal emotes and everything else. That'll be fun. That'll be engaging. It will bring community together. But at the moment, as it stands, no can do. Where do I find gold? Hi, friend. Please ignore me. Please ignore me. I also can't wait. I'm actually thinking, so how long do ads last? typically. Yes! There we go! There's the gold I needed! I believe the streamer sets them. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was like... Oh, shoot. What do I not need? I need all of that. I don't need that right this moment. Because, like, I don't want it to be like, oh, I've got 10 subscribers or 10 followers, so I'm gonna set ads. Like, that doesn't... Until you start getting subs and bits. Oh! I did not know that. That is good information. Thank you. That is new and very important information. Thank you. That makes me feel a lot better. Okay. Okay. In that case, I will do that today. Probably. No, I need lubricant, not copper wire. Stupid. Scanner room. Stupid. I have so much titanium and literally... Gimme. Scanner room. Please. Why no? Why no attach? Ow! That was rude. I do not like that we don't have...
A scanner room will allow you to survey the surrounding region for fragments and material resources like lithium or copper or titanium if you need help finding it. For whatever reason.
Nope. Oh, that was a close call. We're gonna need some water. We need to heal up, and we do not have access to a healing thing right now. Dang it! Oh! Also, be sure ask someone like Azono if he gets any ads for your streams. That's interesting. Yeah, I'll ask. I mean, I don't have anything set up right now. I am currently... I do not have paid anything. So... Yeah, I like, there's no paid anything. So nobody gets ads on mine because I made sure of that. Welcome back, Luna! Glad to have you. I am going to die. I'm getting thrown in the ringer. You need a certain amount of followers for subs. Nobody's bothering anybody. I'm just figuring out how this whole Twitch thing works. Because I have no idea if, I don't know if people will get ads the moment I switch to monetized streaming. And I don't want to do that, right? Like, maybe when I get 30 followers, like, that would be one thing, but... Can I actually craft? Oh, I can! All I need is fiber mesh. Well, why didn't I just do that? Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Bien sûr. Of course. Bam. Bam. Let's put this at 3. Blabder. Bladder. 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 Grab. Darn it. And drink this. How do I... Insulated storage receptacle for beverages. How do I use it? Tech. Equipment. Handheld, da 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 da. It literally doesn't tell me how to use it. No! How do I use this thing? Phoenix, there's a question going around the internet right now. What is the question? I cannot guarantee an answer, but I'm curious to the question. Why can't I use this? Why can't I use this? If only Cappy were here, Cappy would be like, you crazy, weird person that doesn't know how anything works. You obviously do not use that in that way. Instead, you use it the correct way. Would you rather spawn in the middle of the ocean or the middle of the rainforest? That's a very good question, actually. So, personally, I would say the rainforest. And the reason why is, one, you have all of the nutrients you need to survive in the rainforest. The ocean, it can be very difficult to survive off of what is there. The rainforest, however, you can eat a lot of things raw. Like, there's a lot of fruits, there's clean water, and there are other things that you need to survive. So, and there's shelter. You can build shelter very easily in, the rainforest versus the ocean. But why do you say ocean? I'm curious. There we go. One of these has fiber mesh. I know it does because I made it by accident. There we go. Yeah, why do you say ocean? The rainforest is a nightmare place. So much thing is actively trying to hunt and eat you. So is the ocean. If this game is not evidence enough with that thing lurking underneath, so is the ocean. Why no? But like, seriously. Is the only reason the ocean because the rainforest has a bunch of things that could kill you? Because either way, you got stuff that wants to kill you. There we go. The rainforest is too scary. Quicksand and poison plants and snake piranhas. Quicksand's fair. Poison plants, that's fair. Yeah. Those are very fair points. Why can't I reinforcement? Probably because there's something else being built in this room. I have a compass now. We're going north. We'll see. And traffickers? What is traffickers? I don't know what that is. Truly, I'm not trying to be rude or mean or anything. I don't know what that is. We're ignoring that. That was 1 hour. We're going to 1 hour 30. So we still have 20 minutes. Cool. Cool. We gotta watch a video on the rainforest for fun fact. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, like actual, like human traffickers. Okay. Sorry, I didn't think that that's what you meant. No, that's completely fair. Yeah. We will do an entire that will be what we do on Fridays. We'll watch an entire documentary on rainforests. And boom. That's made. That's done. I don't know why this is the direction it's in. It's fine. Bioreactor. There we go. Building it the right way this time.
Warning, emergency power only.
There we go.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Cool. And let's... fragment. Also, nothing is actively hunting you in the ocean. That's not true! That is not true! That's a fair point, though. About the trees being thick. That's a good point. See, because the thing is, like, when you spawn in the ocean, do you just spawn by yourself? Because if you spawn by yourself, then there is a higher likelihood of getting attacked by other things in the ocean. Like, take sharks, for instance, right? Sharks can sense... Right, you don't have any other resources. Sharks can sense the vibrations in the water. That is often why they are attracted to places like public beaches, because there's a lot of splashing, right? And same thing with a lot of other aquatic hunters and carnivores, is they are attracted to the splashing in the water. And sharks specifically have little pea brains. They don't think. They have a smooth brain. So when you are in the water and you are splashing around, or even if you're just swimming, right? That still attracts them to your area. And sharks don't, like, they don't have fingers. They have a nose that can smell, but they don't have the brain power to think, right? Of, oh, right? So when they are curious about something, when we're curious about something, right? We see something new and we're like, oh, what's that? And we mess around with it with our hands. They use their teeth. This is a true fact. Sharks use their teeth to investigate things. That's why they'll bite somebody, but not fully eat them, right? So when you are attacked by a shark, at first, that automatically is like, oh, as soon as there is a shark in the water, they get curious, you're bit. And then sharks have a major olfactory senses. They are extremely sensitive to the scent of blood. Now, the one that attacked you might not be interested anymore because it's like, oh, this doesn't really taste that good. The others, however, other sharks will be like, oh, there's blood in the water. This is something that I want to investigate. This is something that I want to eat. And suddenly you have a horde of sharks on you because the one was like, what is this thing? What does this do? So in a rainforest, you have shelter. You have things that you can use to hide. Yeah, there are going to be things that are trying to attack you, but that's also true for the water. Meanwhile, with the water, you have absolutely no chance of defending yourself because in the rainforest, right, there are sticks everywhere. You can pick up a stick and you can jab it into the eye of the jaguar. If you've ever seen Tarzan, you know that's true because obviously Disney is what you want to use as a reference for this. But no, but actually though, you can use other things in the rainforest as a weapon against things like jaguars. Do you have a super high chance of it? No, you don't. But you don't have a high chance of survival in the ocean. It's almost a 0% survival rate in the ocean. And to the point about rescuing in the ocean, when you see a pilot, going over the ocean, you are just a speck in the ocean. And depending on where you end up in the ocean, you might not even have boats cross your way, right? It would take a miracle for a boat to see you, and even more so for a pilot to see you. And boats and pilots are going to be the ones that are actually able to rescue you. So it just, with the rainforest, yes, it's definitely a lot less likely, and there are a lot more threats. But in the ocean, there's a lot less of a defense chance. But that's my thought. There are so many things! What? Where's my camera? No controllable cameras! Sad day! Gimme, how do I camera? We don't have a camera. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. We are gonna look for all of these, though. Because there are a lot of them. Oh, do we have... We do not have a power source for the mineral detector.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So where is our battery charger? Grab that. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna get a stick and fight off a jaguar. Listen. The fish that I got jump scared by is a shark. That is a shark. So make fun all you want. But do understand that it is actively the thing that is a shark. That is a brute shark. That is a shark. That is absolutely 100% a shark. Oxygen plant. Need oxygen plant. I am not getting closer to the shark. Sorry, my dude. You can suffer in your curiosity. But I will continue to survive with the knowledge that I possess. No, there's a thing. Shoot. Nope. No, no, no! No, 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 no. Where am I? I don't know where I am. Oh gosh. Listen, it's just one of those streams. It is a silly little guy stream. And honestly, playing Subnautica was the right choice. And to answer your question, Luna, at the moment, they do spawn together! I am trying to find mobile vehicle bay fragments. However, I cannot specify specific fragments. Legendary find. Legendary find. Oh, I need the laser cutter. I think we have the repair tool. Where's the mobile vehicle bay? Boom! We got it! Also, look at that thing and tell me that is not a shark. That has the anatomy of a shark. Spare for the dorsal fin and the tail fins. That is a shark. No, and it even has a dorsal fin. What do you mean that's not a shark? What do you mean? Do you have an 8-bit computer? That is a shark. You can look off in the distance a mile away and be able to tell if something's a shark. That thing is a shark. That thing judges other people's inventions on its free time. That is so many fragments. Look at that. We don't need to worry for a hot minute. Get into hug distance. No! Sorry, but no! Not in a bajillion years will I get close enough to that thing. How do I make a computer chip? Gold. I don't have gold! I need lubricant as well. Okay. So we go towards here. So that's... Nope. Wrong way. We go that way. Email saying you went live at 5. So I was live at 5 and then Azota was streaming. So I was like, yo, let's go into Azono's stream and support. So I was in Azono's stream for a bit, and then at 6 I went live again. So I technically truly went live at 6. And I'm doing an 1.5 hour long stream today. So it's 1 hour and 22 minutes right now. And so at 1 hour and 30, that's when I'm going to call it. Gold. Titanium. Not the inventory full! What can I get rid of? I do not need lead. I do not need lead. We go back to base. Sky Judge mentions on it. He does! Look at him! He even moves like one! Gotta come over here and tell me that's not a shark. Fight me, that is a shark. Fight me. That is a shark if I've ever seen one. Computer chip. And we do need a wiring kit. We could make an advanced wiring kit, but I would need more copper. And I don't know if I have that. We're gonna do it anyway. Do need titanium ingot though. Cool. I think I have a shirt just like yours. Wait, do you? Wait, what do you mean? Confusion. Northeast. There we go. How about no time zones? Time zones don't exist. We should all just go by a universal time. Lubricant. Do I have more room for one more? Yes, I do. Pick it up. Base. You're back on Subnautica. So, you were not here for yesterday. The arm is better, but the reason I'm back on Subnautica is not because of the arm, but because I'm in a brace. So I'm still not able to use my thumb. The thumb is the thing that's broken. But what I can do now, because I'm in a brace and not a cast, is the cast would go up to here. So I couldn't move these. These were very restricted. The brace, however, cuts off just below the joint. So I'm able to spread out my fingers more, which means I can press the buttons a lot easier. I'm actively working on getting a new thumb, actually. So, thank you for the suggestion. I'm working on it. And lubricant.
Seek fluid intake.
No, ma'am. Not yet, ma'am. There are more important pressing matters. Like mobile vehicle bay. I did, in fact, need that lead. Ugh! Crying. Do we have any bladder fish around? We do. We got bladder fish. We got bladder fish. Fish, fish.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Listen! There are, in fact, more pressing matters.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yes, ma'am. See? Everything worked out. I need a lot of stuff. So let's get on that. I criticize, but it's just like... See, you can't criticize when it is in fact true. How do I... Silicone rubber is in this one. Power cell. There we go. Just to give you a little something, something. Okay, we don't need that. What do we have? 1, 2, 3. Charge the battery. We need 2 glass. We have a titanium ingot. I know we have a titanium ingot. I just don't remember where I put it. There it is. Advanced wiring kit. Which needs what? Table coral, copper wire, gold. Okay. Well, I just got rid of one of my table corals, so that's convenient. And we need copper. Okay. We are coming up close, though, to end of stream. You don't need that. Wait, we did actually need that last one. How's it going? Yeah, I'm curious to see your response, Cal. I want to see if it's anything like what I did. No, no, no. You don't get anything. You don't get anything, you just appear there. You quite literally just spawn in. These are actually the ones that I needed. Amazon, thank you! Thank you, Cowl! Thank you! I am so glad you agree. Ah, shoot. Okay, well, we have everything we need. Almost. We just need quartz. Yeah. Exactly. Right. Wiring kit. Copper wire. What do I need for computer chip? One more table coral sample. I'll go a couple minutes over today. Today's a silly day and we had an interesting start. So, no, don't you dare, you little thing. You little thing you. You're joking! Get out of here! Get out of here! Hey, and that's okay. Minds do not need to be changed. It is simply that everybody has their own opinion. And that is totally fine. Okay. Titanium can all go in there. Do not need at this point in time. I do not have glass though. Which means... quartz. Technically, middle of the ocean includes in the middle of altitude. That's worse! Do you understand that that is worse? That is objectively worse. That is immediate death. Do you know how long the human lungs can last without air? The longest recorded time of holding one's breath was like, what? 5 minutes? Maybe 10? That is instantaneous death. Especially since you would have to deal with the shock of being in the middle of the ocean, and shock automatically reduces the amount of oxygen available in the lungs. It was held by you? What was your record? What was your record, King? For most time spent holding your breath. What? What? What kind of an argument is that? That's not, no! 24 years you have not breathed. Are you an automaton? People need to breathe. Bless. Plasteel ingot, enamel glass. And what do we need for enamel glass? That is a basic material. Oh yeah, basic material. Let me just put diamond. Real quick. Let me just find diamond. I guess, but asphyxiation is such a painful death. We did it. We truckin'. Okay. I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna save again. Y'all saw that truck. Before we leave for today, I would just like to pull up what that truck looked like. The sunfish. Tell me y'all did not see that too. Tell me y'all did not see the resemblance. That thing was just straight up a sunfish. I will show on Monday because we're streaming Subnautica on Monday. That thing was just straight up a sunfish. I'm going to name the sea truck Sunfish. It's called a Mola Mola. And the Pokemon's name is Alola Mola. But like, it looked like a sunfish. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up for this stream. Thank you guys so much for joining. So many cool things happened. This was very fun. I had a very good time. And on Monday, there will probably be a lot of cool updates to what's going on. So, see you guys. Have a good night. Bye!